One and all, I request Vivek Tongaonkar sir to please come on the dais. I would also like to request respected registrar sir to join us on the dais. And I also request respected Shinde sir to join us on the dais. I request respected Khon sir to join us on the dais.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense excitement and pride that we welcome you to Pune Startup Fest 2026, which is brought to you by Vivekta and powered by ONGC. We are honored to have with us leaders from industry, innovation, and entrepreneurship, individuals whose journey truly reflect the spirit of our theme, which is Ascent of Pioneer. We are your host for this special occasion. I, Mayank Ahir.
And I, Sanika Devlikar.
It is our honor to guide you through this remarkable event. To begin, may we kindly invite all our distinguished dignitaries to grace the stage as we set the tone for an extraordinary celebration of ideas, collaboration, and power of vision. Now let us all rise for the national anthem as we pay tribute to our nation. Please join us in the moment of pride and unity.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Bharat Mata ki jai.
It is a great honor to introduce the distinguished guests and esteemed faculty members who are gracing this inaugural ceremony with their presence today. Joining us is Mr. Venkatesh Kulkarni, Executive Director at Mercedes-Benz, a leader whose global perspective and commitment to excellence exemplify innovation in the mobility and automotive sector. We are honored by the presence of Dr. Parul Patel, former group member at ISRO, whose remarkable contribution to India's space and research ecosystem continue to inspire generations of innovators and scientists. We are privileged to have with us Mr. Vivek Tongaonkar sir, Director of Finance, ONGC, whose leadership and support have played a vital role in strengthening partnerships and enabling initiatives that foster innovation and growth. Their presence enriches this event, and we are deeply grateful for their time, insights, and encouragement. We are also grateful to our esteemed registrar, Dr. D.N. Sonavne sir, Director, Board of Students Development, Dr. M.P. Khon sir, Research, Innovation, Incubation, and Linkages, Dr. Srinivas Mahajan sir, and Faculty Advisor to Pune Startup Fest 26, Dr. P.S. Shinde sir, for gracing us with their presence on this auspicious occasion.
To commence this auspicious occasion, we will now perform the traditional lighting of lamp, a symbol of enlightenment, positivity, and progress. May I kindly invite our distinguished guests and esteemed faculty members to join us for the lamp lighting ceremony.
Let us unite in spirit and pride as we present the COEP Geet, a tribute to the legacy and excellence of our institution.
अंतरात दाटते चित्रतेच देखणे शारदे तुझ्या कृपे चित्रतेच रेखणे अहंतेच स्पर्शवे पूर्ण लाभणे मम यशात वाढते ती तुझीच तोरणे ती तुझीच तोरणे येथे परंपरेचा अभिमान व्यर्थ नाही सामर्थ्य सत्य जिद्द कोणास वंद नाही कोणास वंद नाही आजचे अंकुर उन्हाच्या आसमंती सूर्य होते प्रार्थनांची शिवधनुष्य रावतरे ध्वस्त करते ज्ञान येथे सर्जनाची आस धरते निर्मिताना माणसाला माणसाचे भान आहे चालताना भान आहे चालताना विश्वस्त झेप आहे येथे कलंदरांची सृजनात धुंद होणे येथे यतर्क नाही येथे यतर्क नाही पंथ आहे नेहमीचा गुरुवंतांच्या बळाचा पालकांची थाप आहे विनय ही निश्राप आहे या सर्जनाचा माणसाच्या गौरवाचा स्रोत हा निर्व्याज आहे दश दिशांना गाज आहे दश दिशांना गाज आहे उद्देश जिंकण्याचा येथे अजिंक्य आहे मजकोश निर्मितीचा याहून रम्य नाही येथे परंपरेचा अभिमान व्यर्थ नाही सामर्थ्य सत्य जिद्द कोणास वंद्य नाही कोणास वंद्य नाही कोणास वंद्य नाही
To express our gratitude, we would like to present a token of appreciation to our esteemed guests. May I request Dr. D.N. Sonavane sir to felicitate Mr. Venkatesh Kulkarni sir. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Srinivas Mahajan sir to felicitate Dr. Parul Patel ma'am. I would like to request Dr. MP Khon sir to felicitate Dr. Parul Patel ma'am. Now I would like to request Dr. MP Khon sir to felicitate Mr. Vivek Tongaonkar sir. Now I would like to request Dr. P.A. Shinde sir to felicitate Dr. MP Khon sir. Now I would like to request P.A. Shinde sir to felicitate Dr. D.N. Sonavane sir. Now I would like to request Dr. P.A. Shinde sir to felicitate Dr. MP Khon sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. MP Khon sir to felicitate the alumni of this prestigious institution, COEP Technological University. Mr. Shailendra Goswami sir. Now I would like to request Khon sir to felicitate Ratnesh Kumar sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Khon sir to felicitate Sanjay Sharma sir. I would like to request Dr. MP Khon sir to felicitate Abhishek Kumar sir. Now I would like to request Shinde sir and Khon sir to get back to the dais.
It is now time to gain insights into the vision and impact of Pune Startup Fest. I invite our respected secretary, Nehal Agarwal, to provide an overview of this remarkable initiative. Please welcome Nehal Agarwal.
Good morning, everyone. I, Nehal Agrawal, Secretary for 8th edition of COEP Technological University's Pune Startup Fest, extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to Vivikta Presents Pune Startup Fest 26, powered by ONGC. Our theme, Ascent of Pioneers, represent the relentless climb of entrepreneurs, visionaries, and changemakers, those who overcome obstacles, shape industries, and inspire generations to come. I would like to thank Vivikta, our title sponsor, for their unwavering support, and ONGC, our power sponsor, for supporting us for the second consecutive year. We truly value these associations and look forward to strengthening the partnership. We are really glad to have all our alumni and all our respected faculty members here. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Dr. Parul Patel ma'am and Mr. Vyankatesh Kulkarni sir, along with Vivek Tongaonkar sir, for gracing us for this inauguration ceremony. I would also like to extend all my heartfelt gratitude to all our faculties sitting on stage, our VC sir, Registrar sir, Khon sir, Shinde sir, and everybody for supporting the student initiative. Pune Startup Fest 26 stands as a launchpad for this ascent, bringing together startups, investors, mentors, industry leaders, and students to ignite ideas and accelerate growth. Over the years, Pune Startup Fest has facilitated rupees 11.5 crore in soft commitments, showcased 150 plus promising startups, and received a strong support from national initiatives such as Startup India and Make in India. As we chart a bold new course in our 8th edition, we return with high-impact platforms such as the Lightning Pitch, the Pitches Valley, and the Startup Boardroom, following their astounding success in previous years. This year brings together 14 dynamic events, each designed to sharpen entrepreneurial thinking. For the first time, we introduce an internship fair alongside impactful engagements like the Defense Panel, CXO Summit, and the Founder-Co-Founder Connect. Through Pehchan, our social initiative, we continue to champion women-led entrepreneurship. The fest also features expert-led workshops and masterclasses across branding, Gen AI, finance, and scaling startups with inspiring keynote sessions by Pallavi Mohadikar, founder and CEO of Palmunas, and Gaurav Taneja, CEO of Peace Life and Rosier Foods. To every innovator in this room, the world is waiting for your ideas, your solutions, and your innovations. So let us dare to dream big and let us make the impossible happen. Starting today, welcome to Pune Startup Fest 26, Ascent of Pioneers. Let us ascend. Let us ascend towards a horizon of endless possibilities. As we embrace Ascent of Pioneers, we invite everyone to join us who dare to climb. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nihal, for sharing your insights and providing us with an inspiring overview of the vision and impact of Pune Startup Fest. Your dedication and efforts continue to motivate us all.
It is a privilege to introduce our faculty in charge, Dr. P.S. Shinde sir, whose visionary leadership continues to guide our institution towards excellence. Please welcome Dr. P.S. Shinde sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, it's my proud privilege to welcome you all for this Pune Startup Fest 2026. Respected Dr. Parul Patel Madam, ex-Group Director of ISRO. Respected Sri Venkatesh Kulkarni Sir, CEO of Mercedes-Benz. Respected Sri Vivek Tongaonkar Sir, Director of ONGC. Respected Registrar Dr. D.N. Sonone Sir, respected Board of Director Board of Students Affairs, Dr. M.P. Khond Sir. It's my proud privilege to welcome you all on this dais. Pune Startup Fest, this is the 8th edition of PSF. The legacy started 8 years before with the support of Bhauj's entrepreneurship shell. And then thereafter it went on, and now at the 8th edition, we are totally self-sustainable, and from this year, it's COEP's E-Cell. Under the umbrella of COEP's E-Cell, we are conducting this PSF 26. Now this PSF 26, Pune Startup Fest, actually COEP is pioneered in starting this PSF Fest with the dream of Sri Inamdar Sir of Bhau Institute. All this activity started. Regarding startup, I could say that if you look to global ranking, we stand almost 22nd in startup activities. And still, if you see worldwide, in India, it's the Karnataka who is leading in terms of startups, and followed by that, it's Maharashtra. And then nowadays, the government, with a vision of developed nation of 2047, with that initiative or targeting 2047, the startup plays a very important role, and that's why government each and every year supports or encourages such events. The sole purpose of PSF is to support the startups of the students' lobby. And then though we start with full enthusiasm, almost 90% of the startups, they fail, and only because they lack in financial support. They have a lot of ideas, but they lack in planning the finance. I had seen most of the startups from even commerce guys, they are doing well compared to the engineering students. Only reason behind that is the finance or proper planning, execution of the finance required for any particular startup. The main intention, the purpose of this Pune Startup Fest is to give a platform to the student startups and getting the support for their startup from the various investors. So in this PSF, we have various events like Pitchers Valley where you could showcase your startups, and definitely you will find appropriate investor for that. Then this time we had started with defense panel. We have 15 startups from AI, as AI being the upcoming field, and we are also into that. This year we have almost 15 to 20 startups from AI. We have also the startups from all over India, from lot of the rural colleges, they participate over here. And almost 90,000 plus registrations we had got, citations we had got for this PSF website. So I would like to welcome you all and take the advantage of this PSF 26 and enjoy the feast for 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your continued leadership and inspiring words that guide us towards excellence. We now have the honor of introducing our registrar, Dr. D.N. Sunavne, sir, whose leadership and administrative vision plays a crucial role in strengthening our institution. Allow me to invite sir to address the gathering.
Respected guests sitting on the dais, distinguished speakers, industry leaders, investors, our great alumni, faculty members, students, and dear participants. A very good morning and welcome on COEP Technological University, is very beautiful and historical campus. On behalf of COEP University, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the inaugural ceremony of Pune Startup Fest 26. This is our flagship event of celebration of innovation, entrepreneurship, and student-led enterprise. As we are aware about, COEP has a legacy of over a century in nurturing excellence in engineering, technology, and leadership. Today, as we stand at the intersection of academia and entrepreneurship, Pune Startup Fest represents our firm belief that education must go beyond classrooms, beyond academics, and that ideas must find pathways to real-world impact. Building on the strong legacy Pune Startup Fest has created over the years, this edition marks a significant step forward in scale, depth, and impact. This is, as I know, this is 8th edition of Pune Startup Fest, and that brings new ideas such as the uniqueness of this Startup Fest is there is a CXO conclave, defense and tech showcase, expanded launchpad startup exhibitions, and dedicated internship fair, creating meaningful engagement between students, startups, industry leaders, and policymakers. We are also introducing new events along with the expert-led workshops. I think Pehchan, our social initiative, we continue to champion these women-led entrepreneurships. When the India and the world was talking about the startups and startups were growing, COEP was pioneer to start the startup hub. So COEP is also home to the Bhau Institute of Incubation and Entrepreneurship, which has emerged as a cornerstone of our startup ecosystem. Over the years, it has successfully incubated and accelerated numerous students and faculty-led in ventures by providing structured and mentorship across access to the industry experts, funding opportunities, and robust infrastructure support. The sale has played a pivotal role in transforming innovating ideas into scalable market-lead enterprise, reinforcing COAP's position as leading hub for the entrepreneurships. So we are very proud to say the Bhau Institute has incubated over 300 plus startups, and currently 100 plus active startups are working at the Bhau Institute. So the startups are not new for COAP, and we are hoping COAP will be recognized the University of Entrepreneurship in the coming days to come. So COAP also has the Research and Innovation Park, which is situated at the Chikli campus, which is the extended campus of COAP, which is being developed as a future-focused hub for advanced engineering, research, innovation, and incubation. The campus is about to be started probably in a month's time. The campus will be started, and you can find there is a translational research will be takes place at this campus, which is just 20 kilometers away from this main campus. Though Pune Startup Fest, we aim to provide our students and young innovators a platform to learn directly from experienced founders, industry leaders, and investors, and to gain exposure to the realities of building and scaling venture. This fest is not only merely an event, it is an ecosystem where ideas meet execution, innovation meets opportunities, and aspiration meets guidance. Over the course of this fest, participants will engage in insightful talks, panel discussions, startup exhibitions, teaching events, and meaningful interactions. I would like to congratulate COAP's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell that we call as IEI Cell, the student organizing team, and all faculty those are involved into this activity. Of course, the faculty mentor, Professor Shinde sir, our director, Professor Khon sir, for their dedicated and relentless efforts in bringing up this startup phase to life, reflecting the leadership, discipline, and collaborative spirit of the COAP. I also extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed speakers, partners, startups, our sponsors, guests for taking the part of this initiative and for contributing to the growth of our student community. To our students, I would like to say, be curious, be bold, and be open learning. Whether you plan to start venture today or years from now, the experience and insights you gain here will remain valuable throughout your career. With these words, I once again welcome you all and officially mark the beginning of this Pune Startup Fest 26. I wish the fest great success and hope it inspires many ideas that will shape the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and inspiring words. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Venkatesh Kulkarni, sir, Executive Director and Head of Operations, Mercedes-Benz, a brand globally synonymous with engineering excellence, innovation, and future-ready mobility. Mr. Kulkarni, sir, brings with him rich experience from the automotive industry and has contributed meaningfully to advancing technology, operational excellence, and customer-centric innovation. His professional journey reflects a strong commitment to precision engineering, performance, and continuous innovation. We are privileged to have Mr. Kulkarni, sir, with us today at Pune Startup Fest. His presence adds immense value and serves as an inspiration for the aspiring engineers, entrepreneurs, and innovators gathered here. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our chief guest.
Thank you. Respected dignitaries on dais, distinguished investors, innovators, creators, mentors, and my dear students. It's truly honor to be part of this group together with you, and really pleasure together with students today here. If I look back, my experience spanning decades together with multinationals, staying and lucky to stay with different cities, right from Jamshedpur, Bangalore, Gurgaon, and now Pune. worked across geographies, cultures, right from far east to west, worked together with startups, small-scale industries, individual innovators, student cells in my career journey. One thing I learned, and very clearly, India has enormous potential. And today, I'm standing before you here just to share some of my learnings of my life and see what can we do and take it ahead from here. First of all, congratulate all of you on inauguration of such a great event. And if I look back and see the connection between industry, academia, startup is really truly delivering the best to the new India. In my opinion, this is a land, or India is a land of scientists, right from Aryabhattas to Ramans. Innovation is in our DNA. And this is not something new which we need to learn. If we see, innovation cannot be developed in isolation. Innovations need collaboration. Ideation need implementations. Experiences need experiments. We need to come together. And today is one of these really good events where we can see all those factors, those three important parts of innovation, right from industry corner to academia to aspiring young entrepreneurs, innovators, creators, students at one place. And I can say this is really great part. In India, we celebrated many days on name of many big people, personalities. We have celebrated many fests. We given many awards, name Bollywood, sports personalities. I'm not talking anything, but in New India, it's really great. New India now started celebrating Startup Day. We really recently celebrated National Startup. The New India talks about innovation. The New India talks about celebrating awards for the innovators. And that's really great. And this is exactly opportunity we talk about. Where opportunity meets the innovation, there we can see easily a success. To all young innovators here, to all aspirants, maybe a few learnings from my life I can talk about. We are in really great time. If you look at the different generations, shifts, we look at industrial revolutions. Industrial revolution from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took years and years to reach there. But today, every year is new. The world is getting reset every year today. If you look at the external world, the different geographical shifts are creating challenges, but if you look at them properly, they are creating amazing opportunities for all of us. I don't talk about negatively about the wars, but the supply chains and the fight behind those rare earth minerals are taking world in different directions. Supply chains are defining the future globe. If I talk about AI, a really fancy buzzword, but if I talk about Gen AI, IT industry, software, coding, whatever we have earned 25, 30 years has completely changed. A young engineer like you can do wonders with Gen AI, which 25, 30 years experience software engineers can do as well. This world is providing opportunities. This world is providing possibilities for each individual here, but only to them who really want to make the difference. Digitalization, social media, internet, on one side can provide you huge opportunities. But if we keep scrolling, that is the biggest distraction of the life as well. And that's where I always say, for our young innovators, look at the opportunity. Think bold, be curious, be radical. Don't look at, beyond the horizons only. Create your own vision. We always hear this, dreams doesn't allow you to sleep. That's true. But most importantly, there are millions of ideas available in the world. There is no problem of ideas, guys. What is more important for us is somebody who realizes them. I was hearing to the really great leaders a few minutes before, and they were talking about this. We need people who have discipline towards the implementation, and not only implementation to create that wow factor of a disruption, but make it sustainable for life. We have thousands of problems available in the world. I would not touch upon. Earlier, automotive was really fancy field. But if you look at all the fields, they provide you equal opportunities. Today's automotive, defense, agriculture, ma'am is here, space. Earlier, space was different, like a fascination. Today, space is being used for every other possibility in the world. Nobody was really curious to invest on the drones before some incident last year. Now, every part of the investment goes towards the drone technology development. I would like to say opportunities available everywhere. And we are the one who need to tap it. Our aspiration, our hunger in young students need to get channelized in the right direction, and there is enormous possibilities this world provides. When we celebrate Startup Day, Startup Week, month, I really would like to extend my sincere appreciation to COAP Technical University for organizing this. The Students Organizing Committee, I learned that this is whole students' initiative. It's really amazing what I have seen here. I walked inside right from ideation to creating the concept, catching, no, I would not like to use catching hold of investor, but I would like to make it presenting, convincing investor about the possibilities here, and then making this event here, because this event provides you opportunity where investor can meet innovators, students can see the future, and what is great if students are able to do it. Amazing. Big congratulations to all of you on inauguration of this great event. In the last, I would like to say there is huge opportunity in all directions. We have seen startup unicorns from the service industry. We have seen startup unicorns from product. What is more important for India to learn? Not to celebrate too much in one direction. Sometimes in some field we have celebrated services too much. We forgot productization is very important to rule the world. Today, till now, we have been stopped by the globe in many directions. We were talking and we heard from all these respected people here. These crises really help us to emerge out strong. And today is an opportunity that you individual can play a role in defining a new India. I really enjoyed being here, learned a lot in the interactions with all those respected dignitaries. And really, this kind of event brings a lot of energy and takeaway for me as well. How can I contribute back? With this, I can say today is just a starting point, and I wish all of you a greatest success. Pune Startup Fest, COAP Technical University, and Student Organizing Committee, great job, and looking forward for some big organizations, products coming out from today's initiative from this inauguration fest. Thank you very much.
We thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom.
We are now proud to announce Vivekta, the title sponsor of Pune Startup Fest 26, a global digital transformation partner with strong Nordic roots. Working across data and AI, cloud, ERP, digital security, and automation, Vivekta delivers technology solutions that create real-world impact, guided by their promise of elevated impact. We are delighted to have Vivekta as our title sponsor, aligned perfectly with our theme, Ascent of Pioneers.
Meet Vivekta, a tech company with a bold purpose. We make every day easier through technology as we enhance the digital core of Nordic businesses and society in transportation, commerce, industries, and municipalities. How? We are with our customers, helping unlock new digital opportunities and elevating their business. What matters to them matters to us. Our long-lasting partnerships and customers' trust in us during critical scenarios are proof that we've done things right. We drive end-to-end excellence, from first ideas to continuous development, from design to delivery. We simplify, industrialize, and improve, delivering what matters most to our customers. With leading technologies, our expertise, and AI at the core, we get their priorities done. With 6 decades of tech disruption behind us, we're always ready for what comes next. We take pride in being a partner with sustainable business practices. Our get-it-done attitude, strong ethics, and engineering mindset empower each of us to make an impact every day. Vivicta. Elevated impact.
Supporting this vision as our power sponsor is Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, ONGC, India's premier national oil company and an energy Maharatna. Contributing over 70% of India's domestic crude oil and natural gas production, ONGC plays a vital role in ensuring nation's energy security. Committed to innovation and sustainability, ONGC is actively advancing green energy initiatives with a vision to achieve net zero emissions by 2038. We are honored to have ONGC as the power sponsor for Pune Startup Fest 26.
India, one of the largest economies and among the biggest energy consumer nations. Its appetite for energy is growing at a pace with its strong growth trajectory. This fast-paced development also means that the responsible nation contributes sustainably to the rise of a healthier, prosperous Indian society. ONGC, since its inception in 1956, has made pioneering endeavors to realize the vision of a proud, self-sufficient, prosperous nation by providing affordable energy. Breaking the century-old myth at the very early days of its foundation that no significant oil could ever be found in India today, ONGC is successfully producing oil and gas from Mehsana, Cambay, Ahmedabad, Ankleshwar in Gujarat, Krishna Godavari and Kaveri basins in south to Assam and Tripura in east. Of course, from Mumbai High, the biggest discovery made in 1974, which brought India prominently on oil and gas map of the world, and later significant discoveries of Hira, Neelam and Ratna fields in western waters, and the Baseen field discovery in the western offshore, which remains thus far the largest gas field of India. Today we move further and deeper, adopting latest innovations of deep-sea technologies for breaking the challenges of depth, high temperature and high pressure, to bring to production from new gas discoveries of eastern offshore in Bay of Bengal and in Kutch offshore. The latest gems in the series of discoveries include the Bengal Basin that was dedicated to the nation in December 2020. The field is slated to produce rich hydrocarbons, promising further developmental activities in the region. This is the 7th out of 8 discovered basins of India ONGC has put to production. The Vindhyan Basin in Hatta in Madhya Pradesh is the 9th basin of India and the 8th basin discovered by ONGC, which is ready for commercial production. Breaking the technological barriers with adoption of latest innovations in oil and gas engineering and a focused and motivated talent pool, ONGC continues to be a global leader in the E&P sector and one of the most valued Indian national energy company. An equal opportunity employer, ONGC is among the most admired organizations of the country and among the best places to work. In recognition of its role as a responsible corporate leader, ONGC's social outreach initiatives have made positive, tangible difference to the society it engages with, and its efforts are emulated and quoted for inspiration widely. Aspiring to establish its presence in the entire hydrocarbon value chain, ONGC has today created a niche for itself in not just oil and gas, but refining, LNG, petrochemicals and power. ONGC Videsh Limited the country's largest international oil and gas company, having widespread global participation in oil and gas business, has been contributing significantly to the revenue growth of ONGC. Relentlessly marching ahead with breakthroughs that fuel our journey to realize the vision of a prosperous India.
It is our privilege to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Vivek Tongaonkar sir, Director Finance and Chief Financial Officer of ONGC. With over 38 years of experience, he has held several key leadership roles, including Chief Corporate Finance and Chief Offshore Finance, contributing across strategy, investment, risk management, and financial planning. We are honored to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Vivek Chandrakant Tongaonkar sir.
Thank you, Mayank. Namaskar, Pune. Good morning to all the pioneers in this hall, students, founders, investors, mentors, and respected faculty present over here. It's a matter of immense pleasure to me to inaugurate this Pune Startup Fest organized by my alma mater, COAP. I come over here second time in a row, so thank you so much for inviting me again. This year's theme, Ascent of Pioneers, says it's all. Startups rise when ideas turn into impact, step by step, climb by climb. Over these next 2 days, 17th and 18th January, you will be pitching your work, prototype, networking, learning through various programs curated for your benefit. Please use this every minute very well. This is a focused platform for you to build your momentum. As Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So that is where you stand just now. You've just seen ONGC's short film. So what does India need? India needs energy, which is plentiful, reliable, affordable, and clean. That journey, currently we are spearheading. There are other big companies. Oil is also there, Indian Oil, HPCL, MRPL. But then we also require companies at the grassroots level. Agile innovators who would solve real problems in safety, efficiency, emissions, digital operations. So ONGC is over here to partner and not to preach. We come over here to let you know what all ONGC has been doing, what it will continue to do, so that the startup industry thrives in our country. We launched our startup initiative in 2016. We back ideas in energy and allied technologies. We now operate a SEBI-registered AIF with 101 crore of corpus contributed by ONGC. We have run structured pitching rounds, 14 so far, 88 crores committed, and out of which 72 crores have already been disbursed. But this is only the start. The future is bigger and brighter. We are scaling up our new fund to 201 crores. We are also increasing the limit of investment to 25 crores per entity. Apart from energy, we would also be looking at other areas of AI, ML. Just to give an idea to all of you people of what has been our track record over these last, say, about 8-9 years that we have been in business as far as the startups is concerned. We have funded startups like Sagar Defense, String Bio, Chakra Innovation, Well RX, Logical Ladder, to name just a few. All these companies we funded when at the nascent stage. And we have been lucky, or maybe we have been able to maybe spot the good companies. So overall, our fund has grown 575 percentage-wise in the last 6 years, whereas individual companies have grown much bigger. So if we look at individual, some of these companies which I have mentioned, they have grown much, much faster, much, much bigger. So coming to what is it, or how does the process work? It's really very simple. There's a selection process for which there's an online application that will pass through some initial shortlisting, a pitching session, and then funding support for the companies that get selected. This process is quite fast. Apart from just funding, we are also looking to mentor these companies with domain experts, operators, a finance team, who would collaborate with you, not just evaluate you. And what works, we are ready to buy, or we have bought it already. We also respect your IP. IP remains with you. Very important. So coming to 2026, what are the areas that we are looking at? Focus areas currently that we are looking at is decarbonization. We work in oil and gas space, very carbon heavy, unfortunately. But yes, we are committed to clean energy. Apart from our forays into green energy, wherein we are into solar, wind, green hydrogen, we are also looking at carbon capture, reduction of flaring of our gas, methane gas leakage detection, waste to value, new energy interfaces, renewable integration, newer concepts, or for storage optimization, green molecules, safety and skills through robotics, computer vision, and digital and AI. We plan to focus on digital and AI in predictive maintenance, data-driven subsurface insights, autonomous inspection, and so on. The sky is the limit. Although these are the focus areas, yes, we would also look at any other idea which is workable, which adds value, or which is necessary for the country. So we already have our team over here, Mr. Ratnesh, who is our Executive Director of Strategy. He, along with Mr. Sanjay Sharma and Mayuresh, are present. They would be present over here. You can interact with him, with their team. I believe we have got a stall over here, right in the front, nearby, over here. So please do that. Please do take that step. And what is necessary is that your dreams should transform into thoughts, and thoughts into action. That is what Dr. Abdul J. Kalam said. Just a word of advice to people over here. You're all young, starting off in life. It's the right time to make mistakes.
this is where you can afford to make mistakes. So take that step, move out of your comfort zone. Take that small step. It may go wrong, but it is good to go wrong rather than never taking that step. So for every founder who is over here, build boldly, measure honestly, scale responsibly. Let this ascent of pioneers be more than just a theme. Let it be your plan. ONGC stands ready to co-create with you from pilot to production, from Pune to the world. Ascent of pioneers should not just remain a subject. हा आपल्या कृतीचा मार्गदर्शक ठरो. On this note, I would like to end over here. Thank you very much and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your invaluable insight. Your words have truly motivated us to push the boundaries of innovation and sustainability. It is with immense pride and gratification that I introduce our respected chief guest, Dr. Parul Patel, ma'am, former group director at Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, one of the world's most respected and leading space agencies. A distinguished leader in India's space ecosystem, she has played a key role in driving mission-critical initiatives that showcase ISRO's excellence in innovation, reliability, and indigenous engineering. Known for her visionary leadership and commitment to nurturing scientific talent, Ms. Patel, ma'am, Dr. Patel, ma'am, continues to inspire the next generation of engineers and innovators through her work and mentorship. We are honored to have Dr. Patel, ma'am, inaugurate this edition of Pune Startup Fest. Her insights are sure to ignite curiosity and innovation amongst us all. Please join me in extending a very warm welcome to our chief guest.
A very warm welcome to this great event that I can see. All the dignitaries on the dais from industry, we have from Mercedes-Benz, ONGC, and all the senior faculty and senior leaders from COEP. And off the dais also we have a lot of dignitaries I've just met. And all the investors, the mentors, the startups, and of course, the students who are so eager to absorb all this energy and this charged atmosphere which is here with, all the students bubbling with their ideas and trying to see their potential. How will their potential energy come into kinetic energy and, get them into the final results which are there. That's what I'm looking at, the kind of organization which is there. Students startup. In fact, students led this entire startup fest which is there. I am really impressed. I'm very happy to see that the COEP is, making students do this kind of activities and giving them such opportunities and guiding them. And I have learned that we have people from across the country here, and this is a national level event which it has gone. So that itself speaks for the kind of culture which is there in COEP, and the students have really done a remarkable job, I would say. And I'm very happy and wish a very, very grand success to this. And I have learned also that in past also a lot of, in terms of, final outcome is that of investment, right, that you get. So a lot of investment has happened through this platform. So it is something really remarkable. And since I'm coming from ISRO, and you would like to know that how this ISRO being, it's a research organization. You all know that when you have ideation and doing research, and then you just don't see the final where this research is going to go. And in spite of being a government research organization, being a very successful one, I'll share some of the secrets that we all have with all of you so that you can make use of them in your journey, in your startups that you want to create history. So one major thing that is there is for ISRO in particular is that we are driven by Dr. Sarabhai's vision. What was that vision? That we should be second to none in applying the space, using the space for the betterment of the mankind. Okay? So with that vision, we are all driven, and you all know that Chandrayaan-1, that was the first mission to identify water on moon, right? So Chandrayaan-1 mission itself, we started that, and it's not just the planetary. There are a lot of other applications. I'll just touch upon a few where you can contribute through your startups also. In fact, if you see, followed by Chandrayaan-1, if you see Chandrayaan-2, Chandrayaan-2, people, some of them thought that it's a failure because we couldn't do soft landing, but we had a lot of learnings from that. And not only that, Chandrayaan-2 is the best camera around the moon. It has the best pictures of moon in the world. So everybody looks forward that, and our Chandrayaan-3, which was a success in its maiden attempt in the South Pole. We were the first country to land on South Pole, right? Soft landing. That success also, Chandrayaan-2 did a lot of role. It had a lot of role to play. In fact, Chandrayaan-2, the best images that Chandrayaan-2 had taken, we made use of that. And when the Vikram lander was to land, we had trained it with the images which were there. So all your AI and all this technology which is there. So it would simultaneously look at the moon underneath, and what images it is capturing, it will compare with the images which were feeded already in the intelligence. We had made it intelligent because there is no time to send the signals from here that yes, you can land. And you know how rough terrain the South Pole, why nobody has landed on the South Pole till date. NASA and all the other countries, they have landed only in the central part, which is relatively very smooth. It is very, very, in fact, South Pole is of very much interest to scientists. Why? Because there is a lot of areas are permanently shadowed areas. No sunlight cannot reach there. But it is very rough terrain also. There are a lot of craters which are there, and landing there. So using Chandrayaan-2, the so-called failure that everybody taunted us with, but using the Chandrayaan-2 very high resolution images, we identified very small patches which were cleared, smooth in the South Pole, but they were very small. So you had to precisely go and sit on that small patch which is there. So for that, the images which were there from Chandrayaan-2 and what images they were looking, so they were registering on the go. When it is descending, it would register the images which it is capturing with the images which are there already feeded from Chandrayaan-2, and then take a decision that yes, whether I am at the right location or not. And there was little bit hovering also was given, freedom was given that it can hover and identify the exact very safe patch, and then it landed at that space location, and which we became the first country to have this courage of landing on the South Pole. In fact, we started, our goal, why I'm telling this is that it is not that Chandrayaan-3 only we thought that we'll go and land in the South Pole. We always kept that goal in our mind, right from Chandrayaan-1. Chandrayaan-1, of course, we didn't have enough technology then. Of course, resources, you all know. ISRO does with a shoestring budget. But at Chandrayaan-1 also, Dr. Kalam guided us that you should land on moon. And maybe not soft landing, but we had done a hard crash landing. And that also we did in the South Pole. So our the camera we had, so that we had done with the our Indian flag around it. So we put our flag onto moon way back in Chandrayaan 1 itself, and that too on South Pole only. So, and that probe, Moon Impact Probe, we call it MIP, that, you know how much cost that entire payload we created? It was only 75,000 rupees. We had that Moon Impact Probe, and in that little budget that we had painted our Indian flag, and that probe hit the South Pole, and that is where the water molecules which were there underneath, little bit came on the surface, and through the other sensors, we had radar sensors on it, we could sense that yes, there is water on moon. And it is very important to have water on moon, because if water is there available on moon, we can use moon as a stepping stone in our deep space journey that we have. So what we'll in future we'll do is, we can just go on the moon, have our stations there. Since water is there, other minerals are also, it is very rich of minerals. We can maybe build our some of the components there itself, and our fuel also, our rockets can be fueled there. And from moon, which is having less gravity, we can launch further and very less cost. Our goal is always that okay, in less cost, how do you reach? You know, moon, Apollo missions, they reach within 3-4 days. And we take a good 22 days. Why? Because you are using the Earth's gravity and our satellite's gravity. We rotate it around the Earth, let it get the energy. You all must have done that, right? There's a small kid putting a rope, a stone around the rope, and then trying to throw it. It will go much farther. So that's the same technology, simple technology that we use for taking our satellites in very little fuel to reaching to our planetary bodies. So what we have is from this Chandrayaan 3, and after Chandrayaan 3, we also know that we had even Mars orbiter mission, right? Now Mars orbiter mission also, what we have done in Mars orbiter mission is, we were to reach from here to Mars in crores of kilometers, right? We had to travel some 45 crore kilometers to reach to Mars, and that to almost 300 days it took. And we had very little fuel. It was a technology demonstrator, this thing. And India is the first country which has reached Mars in its maiden attempt. So once again, we were second to none. There are other countries, they have reached, they have their rovers, everything is there. But with whatever little budget that we had, in that also we did demonstrate that. So in future we have plans, of course, of reaching there. But doing all these things, what we are doing, is planetary missions and all that we are doing, but we do not forget our countrymen. So what we do is, when you have technology, like one simple technology, like we are all thinking of startups, right? So you have to have some ideas that how simple technologies can be utilized for betterment of the society, or even for generating revenues now, since we are talking about startups. So how like space, we launch, the rocket technology is there, the space satellite is there, it's all there, but finally it's the data that the space is giving us, right? That is what we have to harness. So that data makes, that is something, once you launch for 5 years, 7 years, sometimes 15 years, you'll keep on getting that data. So you have to see that data, how do you utilize, right? So that data is in terms of remote sensing, communication, navigation. Communication we all know, right? Without our satellite communication, it's almost impossible nowadays, the way it's touching our lives. But navigation also, like from here to here, somebody just now was asking, where is this COEP, where is this location? You just send the location and they can navigate and come down there. So it's all in the space, there are satellites. So from that, your PNT, position, navigation, and timing is determined with very high accuracy. So that, what does it require? Once the satellites are in place, you have to have algorithms so that you can know from the atomic clocks which are there on the satellites, the exact timing, their position, and then solving equations, okay? You have linear equations, nonlinear equations. It's basically going back to the fundamental mathematics that you have. So you solve the equations and then you know your position very accurately. So this is where your field, whichever field you are working, can be harnessed and make use of making this data into valuable products. One of the examples that I would like to give is that of on the sea, you come to know where the nutrients are there. Through satellites, you know what is the solar insolation, what is the temperature, and where the likelihood of fishing is there. Wherever there are nutrients, so from the satellite images, you find out nutrients, you find out potential, we develop such a potential fishing zone, we call. And then in local languages, we transmit it to the fishermen that you go in this degree, so many nautical miles, and you will get your fish. So they just catch the fish and they can return. So this is something which we have been doing since years. We have developed, we keep on improving the algorithms of potential fishing areas, okay, with newer sensors which are there, better repetitive observations which we have. So with improved sensors in different electromagnetic spectrum, we have the thing, whether it is optical, thermal, then you have microwave radar. So in all this, we have different datas, and then scientists, we keep on improving the technology, the model, but we put forward a usable solution. So that is something which the local fishermen in their local language, they get it across the border. And then now with navigation technology having come into place, the communication which has come, so what we have done is the Navik receivers, we have put it onto all the fishermen's boats. So wherever the fish catch is there, all this information we provide them on the Navik receiver. So they know that when they are in the field, because when they are in the oceans, it's open ocean, everywhere there's no landmark. So it becomes easier for them to navigate there, reach to the location, and then get. And along with this potential fishing zone which are there, we also provide them, if there are any kind of, cyclones or any threat is there, we tell them. And we also have done geo-fencing. So when they are wandering on the open sea, they don't see that, okay, now this is Pakistan border is approaching. But when they are there, they come to know through this Navik receivers that, okay, there are boundaries which are there. So they should not cross. Otherwise, we hear, right, that our fishermen, they have been caught by Pakistan and they are in the Pakistan jail and like that. So this is something where remote sensing, communication, navigation, everything has been offered to the common man. That's what Dr. Sarabhai said, that we should be second to none in applying this for societal benefit. So this is one very good example that we have. Now, this same communication, navigation that we have, and remote sensing, you can lot of data is available, and data is almost free of cost. So that is something, see, when you have to build satellites, you have to do rockets, you need lot of capital. But when it comes to utilizing the data, it's all what you use your brains, use the very easily available mathematical tools. You can develop softwares also. A lot of image processing softwares can be there. A lot of software can be developed. So that itself can be a good startup of developing how to utilize these data, how to combine all this. So remote sensing, GIS, you make use, and then you can come up with lot of this thing. One example which now a startup has taken up is that of crop insurance. From remote sensing data, you come to know where there is agriculture which is there. If there is any damage to the agriculture, you'll have to go to the earlier times, you'll have to go to the patwaris, this thing, and all those officers. And then you have to convince that, yeah, see, this is the problem that I have with my crops. They will come for inspection after some time. Physically, they have to go to many locations, right? So then maybe probably they'll get some kind of compensation. But what we do is now, with satellite data, as the crop is progressing, you can come to know the growth of the crop. And if there is any damage to the crop, immediately you'll come to know that if there is flood, suppose, and a lot of crop has been destroyed, you'll know that, okay, these are the areas where the crop is not there. And so unbiased, accurate data is available. And that can be utilized for crop insurance. That's being utilized for crop insurance. So these are simple, this thing, but it is something which is required. Now, I cannot take a list of all the examples here, but what we have done as ISRO is that we publish a research areas in space document. It is an open domain. Our different, this thing, you know that ISRO, we conceptualize application, so like your ideation. So, and for those applications, we build the satellites, the payloads, the sensors which we require to the observations. And the sensors which are there, we have to house it in a bus, right? So put it in a satellite bus. Then it goes into the rocket, it gets integrated with the rocket, and then you launch it, right? So where I am coming from, Space Application Center, is where we have this thinking of the applications, okay, the ideation, where all we can use, make use of the space data. And once that space data, this is there, we identify, okay, these are the sensors that we require. So those sensors or payloads, we call them, those cameras, we build those antennas, TR modules, all this, we build at Space Application Center. So the application and the payload which is required to fulfill those applications, the kind of data that we require. So those payloads are identified, designed, developed, and fabricated at Space Application Center. And then it goes to our URSC, URAO Satellite Center, where we do a lot of research on the satellite body itself, the bus, which is there, which houses all these payloads. And then Vikram Sarabhi Space Center, it's doing research related to rocket. Okay, so anybody who is interested into rocketry, they can have some internships also there. There are a lot of internship programs at each of our ISRO centers. We have internship programs. So that research, Vikram Sarabhi Space Center, Trivandrum is there, we have. And then we take it, our LPSC, of course, is doing a lot of research on this liquid propulsions, cryogenics, and all that research is happening. So if you are into chemical engineering, chemistry, you can take up your internship there and understand what is there. Or you can look at into our research areas of space, which highlights for each of our centers research areas that we offer. We want people to work onto it. And believe me, there are some 1,000 such things which we want people to work. There are a lot of things, we are doing work on it, but we want academia to contribute, we want students to come, we want startups also to focus their energies onto such areas. And then a lot of imports we have to do. Lot of things which, you know, the technology is available. It's not that technology is not there, but we don't manufacture in India. So we want startups to focus on such technologies also, where even we want to see that, okay, we do it, make in India. Though technology, there's nothing that is not known to the technology, but this is also one thing which is required. And then, you know, from Sriharikota we launch. So launching related research is happening in Sriharikota. So all of our centers are focused in their areas of research. So individual areas, and then we have, of course, our educational wings, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, which is there. So there are, you can take up a 1 week to 1 month to 6 months of course, round the year, lot of opportunities there. If you want to dive into the remote sensing data and you want to understand what all things you can do, you can just take up a refresher course also. Even if you are a student or if you are into startup or in the industries, your people, you can make them aware about what all things of data which are there, and then get aware. Because see, what happens, I was just discussing with our dignitaries, that in space, everything is new. what we do, it's not, most of the things are not established. Okay, what you have to do is you have to think about it, and then from ideation to utilization. So first of all, in a startup, as I believe, you have to know that, where is your market, correct? Once you have market, so that's what we do. You think about the application, and marketable applications you can pick up. What we do is, we do research so that we can keep on harnessing the space, and a lot of areas which are there. But you can choose from thousands of ideas that, okay, what is it that you can market? Once you can market that, and if you need any skill set, we have our own centers, as I said, and we have InSpace now with the space policies which are there open for our country, with the space reforms which are there. In fact, Indian market share in the world is only 2% in the space, only 4 to 4.5 billion US dollar. And we have to take, we have directives to take it to the country we aspire to be at least 8% by 2033. That is taking it to 45 billion. That's what we are aiming, that we'll take from 4 billion to 45 billion US dollar economy, the space economy. Lot of opportunity is there. And for learning in your expert areas, there are avenues. In fact, we have respond programs for the faculty members, where it's a sponsored research program, where faculty members are funded, and through the faculty member, the students get involved in that. Their master's students, their bachelor's final year students. So they are exposed to this technology and the kind of research that they can, or maybe they can get the ideas, they can get the seeds of what all things they can do based upon their own individual capacity. In fact, one space technology cell is at SPPU Pune itself, here in this, where the faculty of all the affiliated members of SPPU, faculty members affiliated to SPPU, they carry out research and we provide them funds. But it's not restricted only through space technology cell. We have this respond program for across the country. So we have regional academic centers for each, 6 regional centers for each of the zone. So any faculty can approach and then put up their own ideas. We also have a very focused respond basket, which is one topic we give, that you do research on this, maybe some 20 topics or 30 topics, and then everybody can put their ideas, and then we do a comparative evaluation, and we award one of the person to take that research. So that is also there. So lot of avenues are there for academics to get involved. And for industries also, we have space technology incubation centers. And now with InSpace, there are a lot of this thing. In fact, they are thinking of a space Antariksh Prayogshala, so space labs. That's what they are. They are also thinking of 6 this thing. They already, in fact, universities can ask for that, and they can. Of course, 6 universities will be chosen. 6 academic institutes will be chosen across the country. And their industry will be funding 25% of the research, like our Uchatar Avishkar Yojana, you might be aware that industry would contribute, and 75% will be from the Department of Space. 75% of funding will be from Department of Space, and it's not a small funding, and directly industry would want that research. So you can put up your ideas there, and then industry and directly academia. So a lot of efforts are being put. There's potential pre-incubation, this industries also, for the startups also, a lot of work has been done. So InSpace, you can visit their website, InSpace. And of course, our own, for data related thing, Vedas, you can you can approach. In fact, we have solar calculators which are put up. You can make use of those solar calculators. So you'll know that how much solar energy you can harvest. So all such the thing. So VEDAS, You can Google it, you'll get that Veda's website, and a lot of data is free of cost. There is no cost in this thing. So only thing is you have to look at those data and then find that where you can apply. So all the analysis ready data. It's not just the the digital numbers that you get from space or the images. We have converted into wind product, vapor, this solar product, solar insolation product. So those products itself directly, rain product will be there, humidity will be there. So make use of these products. And then dearth of data is there, so that can be utilized. So I welcome you to explore this space data, and I'll be happy to help you out. In fact, for internships also, you can approach all our websites, individual centers website, it is there. So I'm sure you can do the maximum of the space opportunity and the kind of government support which is also there for space related business can be harnessed through such space this thing. So I thought that let me talk to you a little bit about all these opportunities which are there. And so I wish you all the very best success to all those who are involved. In fact, the industries, the mentors, and the students, the startups, and you should be able to do the best out of this Pune Startup Fest. Okay, all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. We are truly second to none. We are truly grateful for the wisdom and vision you have shared with us today. Now, I would like to call our notable alumni, respected Shailendra Goswami sir, Chairman and MD of Pushkaraj Group, to enlighten us with his words.
Yeah, I can still say good morning. Respected dignitaries on the dais, members of the startup ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. It is just that I'm not the part of the program, but then I must thank the management for giving me this opportunity. That reminded me of an incident in 1974 when I was the General Secretary at the College of Engineering here in Pune. I was attending a class and I was pulled out of the class to just give vote of thanks to Mr. S.M. Joshi, who was addressing some gathering in the campus. So maybe it is a similar situation where I couldn't be far away from the startup ecosystem here because I have been a global mentor on the International Startup Forum as well, beyond my alumni status of COEP and IIM Bangalore. Now, the thing is that let me first of all congratulate you on this Pune Startup Fest. And it is so nice to be here again back in COEP. 51 years have gone past. I graduated from here. So a lot many memories, a lot many photographs I've taken. The volunteers have helped me take those photographs as a memoir, which I may be really looking at it and reminiscing everything that happened in the last 50 years after that COEP stint. Now, this Pune Startup Fest inauguration, let me congratulate you. And also it coincides with the National Startup Day, which was there yesterday. Actually, we had elections 15th and 16th. So there were a whole lot of functions or ceremonies which were there on 13th itself. And I happened to be one of the chief guests on such forum where I spoke on the role of Gen Z in the startup ecosystem. Gen Z, 1990, 2010, you were born. You were born with a whole lot of advantages. You are the only digital native, you can say, community. You are exposed to smartphones, you are exposed to social media, you are exposed to AI, you are exposed to the instant data access across the globe. But not forgetting that you are also in an era where competition is the name of the game. We are living in one of the most competitive environments, so naturally you will have to be an agile, whatever that ecosystem that you choose in to be. And which is where I personally feel that Gen Z are very, very intelligent lot of people. And most of the startups today, they fall into that community. And they are very open to decision making. They are the risk takers, comparably better than what we were. And they certainly do not wait for validations. Because normally what happens that an hypothesis evolved or an idea evolved in a laboratory or in a, you can say, workshop. By the time it gets to the market, the validation process is so long that the idea gets obsolete. So you are the generation who do not wait for validation in the labs. You are directly experimenting it in the marketplace, which is what really gives you that edge, which is what gives you that traction, because of which you are visible, because of which India has become one of the most pioneering startup ecosystem nation, where so many startups are there and which are trying to help. Certainly, I, as a global mentor, have been mentoring startups, not only in India, but overseas as well, including the investors as well as the startups. I can certainly help through my alumni status at IIM Bangalore also. IIM Bangalore has a NS Raghavan Center of Excellence, building up startups there, and they also provide investments. So there are a whole lot of startup ecosystem. So if you really log on to this NSRCell website, you will come to know the status of the startups which are going through NSRCell. They're trying to do much more. In fact, there are more than 47 unicorns which have been produced by IMV. And therefore, wherever possible, whatever help that I can extend from IMB NSRCell, I would try to do it for the startups who are willing to really take the next leap onwards. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. The time is too short and I won't be taking much more time of yours, but then there are a whole lot of things to be talked about, 5 decades of experience. I can maybe on some other forum, on some other platform, I'll try to share that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. As a gesture of appreciation, we would now like to present a token of gratitude to our esteemed chief guests. I would now request Dr. S.N. Sonone sir, D.N. Sonone sir, to felicitate Parul ma'am. Now I would like Khon sir to felicitate Mr. Vivek Tongaonkar sir. Now I request Shinde sir to felicitate Venkatesh Kulkarni sir. As we approach the conclusion of this memorable inauguration, we thank and express our gratitude to everyone. On behalf of Pune Startup Fest 26, I extend our gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Venkatesh Kulkarni sir, Parul Patel ma'am, and Mr. Vivek Tongaonkar sir for gracing us with their presence today and delivering such an inspiring and motivating address.
Your words have truly set the tone for what promises to be a vibrant and engaging two-day fest. We would also like to thank all the dignitaries, guests, and participants who have joined us at the beginning of this exciting journey. Your presence is invaluable, and we are honored to have you with us as we kick off this special event.
A special thank you to our distinguished speakers and panelists who will be sharing their knowledge and insights over the next 2 days. We are looking forward to the thought-provoking discussions and the enriching experience that lies ahead. We must also express our sincere appreciation to the organizing committee and volunteers for their dedication and hard work in making this fest possible. Your efforts behind the scene are truly commendable, and we are truly grateful for everything you have done to ensure the smooth execution of this event.
Lastly, I would like to thank our enthusiastic audience for your energy and engagement. We are excited to have you with us and look forward to your active participation throughout these 2 days of learning, networking, and fun. Wishing you all an enjoyable and enriching experience throughout the fest. Thank you once again, and let's make the most of these 2 amazing days ahead.
Thank you to all our esteemed guests for being here and your support in making Pune Startup Fest 2026 a reality.
The moment we've all been waiting for is here. To officially inaugurate Pune Startup Fest 2026, I invite our chief guest and esteemed dignitary to proceed with the ribbon-cutting ceremony. Let this mark the beginning of 2 extraordinary days filled with inspiration and innovation.
And with that, Pune Startup Fest 2026 is officially open. We invite all our guests and attendees to explore the diverse range of startups and innovations showcased here. Thank you for being a part of this grand celebration, and we wish you a very enriching experience.